25, SHA will make sure your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
I need some real talk. Oh, I need some real talk. Give me some of that real talk.
Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. Justin Ckezepis, Claudia Ogrizek of Compass Real Estate. Another Monday has come, another Monday in the market with many things afoot. And Christmas is upon us. New Year's upon us. Is there anybody who is calling and saying, I need to close before 2024 is over right now?
Believe it or not, yes, I do have two clients and investors that if they could, they would. It's not like a deal breaker, nothing crazy, but yes, if one of them sent me a house earlier today, we might go look at it tomorrow. Yes.
With the hopes of
And they know I'm going on vacation on Friday. So they're like, can we go 8 a.m. tomorrow? I'm like, sure. So yes, there are people that would like to close tax, to use taxes and benefit from 2024. So yes, there are people.
It's a strategy that exists out there, and I was just curious if that was going on. So does that mean buyers are still in control? Because if they're the ones with the money getting the deal done, is that how it feels?
Why do you ask me this question?
I just try to keep a pulse on the market. That's it.
Yeah, it's I would say a buyer-ish market, even though we don't have inventory.
So we're leaning buyer. Is that how we could say it?
I would say we are all over the place now. You'd never know. You'd never know.
Does it feel like the momentum for buyers is picking up at all, or no? Is the holidays just the time where everything?
I'm
comes
busy.
To a foot?
I don't know.
You're constantly busy, but what's the rest of the market? You know what? Forget it. We'll figure out more or less later on. More or less, are there more or less active and coming soon units on the market? We look at Canopy MLS, but we got to do some criteria on it. So we say 500,000 or less by county. Mecklenburg County. We'll start with Meck. Maybe somewhere else we'll end up at some point
One
today.
day.
You never know.
Yes.
So for the past week and what you've been doing, you're thinking forward to probably January, end of January closings is probably the ones mostly being worked on right now for new stuff going forward?
I think now, you mean in the next few days?
Yeah.
I don't think much will come on the market because, yes, most people are focused on vacation, Christmas, shopping. So I think it's going to take a while. Maybe second week of January,
Well,
things
hold on
start.
now. New construction queen, you said that everything was coming online real soon and saving the market. Isn't that what you said? Did you say that last week, that all the inventory in the world was coming on the market very soon?
Oh, for new construction, yeah. To grab it now. It's amazing. I think this weekend, an email saying 3.89 buy down from a builder. Higher price point, nothing crazy. I think a little above 600, but yeah, 3.89. Of course, you have to have the right credit score. You have to have the right debt to income ratio. But if you qualify, you could get less than 4% buy down. I think it's just for the first year, which helps because then you could potentially refi a year from now. But
Okay.
inventory, anything that's available right now, yes, some builders are almost desperate to close as soon as possible or get rid of stuff.
So resale is what's not
I'm
necessarily.
actually going to show new construction tomorrow to other
And I was
clients.
going to ask, so if resale's kind of not sleeping for a little bit, right, but maybe it cools for a moment, a brief week moment here during the holidays, what's Claudia Ogrizek up to? So still moving, the market's still moving right now.
Yes, and I'm going to have an insane week. I'm trying to do as much as I can and have everything lined up so I can work just a little bit during my winter break.
Well, that'll be exciting times, and I'm sure that many people are traveling or have people coming in. What about selling a home during the holiday season? So what is that like right now for your sellers and potentially, maybe they've got people coming over?
This weekend, I had an amazing new listing hit the market and a nonstop of buyers going through the house. I'm expecting and hoping for multiple offers. But yeah, there were people, it was very interesting. Many local people wanting to buy. This is a hot neighborhood in Huntersville. And I had quite a few people just checking for friends. So people that are coming from out of state, they didn't have time, of course, to come. So they sent neighbors, friends, cousins to come.
People are sending people over to check out houses?
Oh yeah. They were FaceTiming and checking, and now I'm waiting for the offers.
So, okay, this time of year, people coming here to visit, do you think it moves the demand even higher for our area after people come and actually see? Do buyers say that, right? They talk about online, maybe they see Huntersville or Mooresville on Google, let's just say.
Mhm.
Then they come here and they see it, or they see Charlotte. Once they actually see it, are they usually disappointed? Are they excited, or no? It just depends everywhere in
I
between.
think it
Some people.
depends.
Okay.
But something else now talking about it, something else that I thought was very interesting is that I've had quite a few clients that were from here, from our Lake Norman area, that moved to Waxhaw and Weddington. And this weekend at my open house, there were many people that were from Lake Norman, moved to Waxhaw and Weddington, and now they want to come back. They miss Huntersville, they miss Cornelius, Davidson, the lake, and they are trying to come back, which is interesting.
And then as far as drivers saying, okay, well, Waxhaw to Cornelius, what? An hour,
Pretty
30,
much.
depending on
1
the...
hour. No, 1 hour is fine.
Okay, all right, we'll
Yeah.
give it an hour.
Yeah.
And,
I do it a lot, so I would say an hour.
and so you do it a lot, and people moving here from other places that do
Mhm.
it a lot. Do you hear the complaint of traffic from people that are moving here?
I hear more about us complaining than people coming from other places. So the local people complain about traffic. People that come from other areas usually say, "Why are you complaining? It's not a big deal."
I wouldn't call it complaining, but Maintenance Monday, you're going to tell us
Oh.
what we should be doing today at some point later on, I would imagine.
Yes. Today is going to be a big one.
Okay,
A
so...
huge one, by the way.
Also, before we even get there, because that's the end of the show, and we've got more or less. Don't think you're going to be able to
I'm
hide
not
away
gonna
from.
forget.
What were we at last week? How many? 1,000?
2 weeks ago,
2 weeks
actually.
ago, excuse me.
1,592.
1,592 active and coming soon units on market in Canopy MLS for Mecklenburg County, 500,000 or less. Remind you, Mecklenburg County being a county with 1.2 million in population, and there are only less than 2,000 units available under 500,000 on market. So that's pretty wild.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be less.
Okay, you're going less already. She's throwing down the gauntlet, making the prediction. Somebody hit the horns over here. My gosh,
Which
we'll find
one?
it
The
at
horn.
some point.
I need my glasses.
And it's the
Go.
start. Hitting the horns is an exciting. Go ahead, you just push it whenever you want to. There you go. Give it a try. Yeah, because there's some people here that we're going to talk to as well. 4 Horsemen Media. We're going to talk with these guys who are in the creative space of real estate, which pictures, videos, is all that matter.
Yeah.
Social media, does any of that matter for your clients whatsoever as far as a broker? Does it matter?
A lot. This is something that excites clients, bring buyers, help me get more leads. So photography, video, drone, everything is so important.
Okay, we've got Jackson and
They
Jason
are taking
here.
all my money.
Yeah.
I looked at my credit card statement and I'm like, come on, who is? I was like, why are they taking all my money?
We'll talk with Jackson and Chase coming up here shortly. So we're going to talk about media and marketing when you're looking at photos. Maybe AI might even come, because I'm sure that's at some point a conversation somewhere in the space, but maybe not today. But and more or less, Maintenance Monday.
Yes.
It's all on the list.
Yes.
Stick around.
There's more of today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, our new work week starting off with nice weather and some gains in the temperature department. Temperatures will climb up to around 60 for the afternoon. With a partly cloudy sky, that's a nice day for a Monday. Temperatures fall off only into the mid and upper 40s overnight. Our Tuesday, we should be able to climb up into the mid 60s and mostly dry. As we get into the new work week, we'll bring back a better opportunity for some rain by Wednesday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like Nina's Boutique.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Friday night, downtown Mooresville welcomes everyone to their Mistletoe Sip and Shop. The unique businesses will be offering open houses, store specials, deals, gifts, treats, and the Harmony Grits Quartet. Bring your favorite people and enjoy shopping small this holiday season in the heart of Mooresville. The Mistletoe Sip and Shop is Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. along Main and Broad Streets in downtown Mooresville. Saturday is the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade. The parade will start at Blythe Landing, continue past Ramsey Creek Park and the Peninsula Yacht Club, with the Duke Energy Explorium being the grand finale. The event will be collecting toys for Little Smiles, who work with area children's hospitals to make sure children in their care have toys all year long. Please bring an unwrapped toy if you are attending. Santa and food trucks will be at the Explorium. For details, please email cbaycharlotte@gmail.com or search for the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade on Facebook. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway is happening now through Sunday, January 5th. The light show features more than 5 million lights synchronized to music on a 4-mile course through the oval, pit road, and infield, plus a festive Christmas village. The show runs nightly from 6 to 10 p.m., rain or shine. Drive-in movies are shown on the gigantic Speedway TV Thursdays through Sundays. Speedway Christmas tickets and information are available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. From our WSIC family to yours, we wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy holiday season. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Today's Real Talk continues now. Here are your hosts, Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. Justin Ckezepis, Claudia Ogrizek of Compass Real Estate. Hey, how's Compass too the past week? Anything changed? Anything new out there? Or?
Yes, but I don't know the details, so I don't know if I can say much.
Okay.
Compass bought, Jackson, help me. They bought
Christie's International.
Christie's International. See, I have an assistant today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Compass bought Christie's International. Do we know if they're going to actually merge? If now I'm going to say Claudia from Compass International, Christie's Realtor, I don't know. But they bought it. Compass wants to go international. So more power to Compass.
Okay, so even more things afoot for Compass. So
Yes.
that journey will be interesting to tell. Part of the journey of a listing includes likely photography, videography, storytelling, sharing, all these kind of components. So you as a broker providing top quality service for your client, how do you do that in this day and age?
Other than, of course, you mean in marketing wise?
Sure.
I think the most important thing is having amazing photos and videos and marketing for the MLS pictures that feed all the site, Zillow, Realtor.com, but also for social media, things on Instagram, things on YouTube, things on, what else am I forgetting? Facebook, etc. And these guys are amazing.
Okay, so Jackson and Chase of Four Horsemen Media. How you
Yes,
guys
sir.
doing?
Dude, great, man. It's awesome to be on here, man.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. So, okay, tell us the lay of the land, because we've had photographers on, we've had videographers on, and so people that know real estate, it's no surprise that you get photos and video, right, with a listing if you're listing it with a great quality agent that understands the value of it, right? But what are you guys doing that's unique? Share with what makes you guys special as compared to what you would say your competition.
Yeah, I would mostly just say our content. We try to have like wow factors every video, at least 3 a video. So if that's just transitions, wow factors as in like key points or talking points, transitions that would make the viewer stay engaged to the video. Find potential buyers and sellers with that exact video. That's kind of the goal with our content, is we want to stand out against the rest. I feel like most of the people in the space or industry is kind of producing likewise content. We kind of want to make ours separate, try to be different. That's kind of like why we came up with our name. We don't want it to be like anything that's relative to like what other competitors on the market that has the same name as us.
Okay, so Claudia, it's about having the video stand out for folks, right?
Yes.
And because your clients also see this as well. The seller, right, that's listing the home is looking at this video, right, likely coming up with feedback. So how does that conversation go from your perspective?
It's the best. the best thing it is when I get the video and I send it to my clients before anyone else sees it. So and many times they're like, what? Like they're blown away. My latest listing that went live on Saturday, I don't even know if I told you this, my client is actually a marketing guy. And he's like, Claudia, this is amazing. And he posted right after I posted on YouTube, and then because I have a different video for YouTube than on Instagram. And he posted on his Facebook group, and I already got leads and people that want to list with me in the future because of the marketing, because people said, oh my God, what is that? So it was pretty, and I had many neighbors come to the house because they were impressed. So leads, neighbors spreading the video. It's amazing. And as Jackson said, I think one of the goals, because everybody, or not everybody, but many are doing, is to make people stay watching the video till the end. So it's not like, oh, it's another real estate, but because of some wow factors that they use, they stay and watch the whole thing.
And then it comes down to the process of connecting the buyer, the seller in the process, right? So when you have a seller who's got great videos and then it flows down to where you're getting the buyers then for your sellers, how then do you follow up then sometimes with even more with your sellers on their ability to? And I'm even lost now at this point.
You are lost.
Yeah,
yes.
I definitely am. Go ahead. Yeah, just take it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so the videos in general of connecting them in with your sellers and helping showcase and the property. So besides that, you're doing a lot of other stuff as well. And so with these guys, and gentlemen, I apologize. I'm just going down a rabbit hole now this way because it's fun to sit down with people talking content. So I apologize.
I told you about.
Yeah, this is what would happen. So yeah,
we said it's a live show. It can happen, but before, so we can regroup. I want to talk about Chase and Jackson because it's not only they are amazing at what they do, but they are, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, they are babies.
Babies is
Chase-
crazy.
I feel like I'm trying to like be the adult in the room right now, and that's what's making me nervous.
It's amazing. When I heard the first time and when I saw it, I'm like, wow. Because not only they do what they do and they do it well, but Chase is 22,
Yep.
Jackson is 17. Like, how many young people can work hard, be super professional, punctual, correct, everything, and at their age, it's pretty amazing.
You guys working with Claudia and as her as a broker, right? So that's a better way of what I should have flowed with previously. So how are you guys showing, hey, you as a broker, we care about what you're doing. We care about the fact that this is someone's house, right? They live in the community. So some of those ways too, as far as when you step into somebody's house, I mean, you guys have been in multi-million-dollar properties around the area, right? So what's that like for you, and how are you showcasing kind of the quality of the area in people's homes?
We definitely try to do a lot of like drone footage. Like, let's say we're in the Point. We really want to show the neighborhood. So we like even throw in like amenities, like let's say you're by Birkdale. We'll throw in some like Birkdale footage to really sell the area of the house.
So I say sell them on the lifestyle. So sell them like you're living in the house. I know we do a couple videos for agents. They want to, we just did one. He was putting on the green and then he was playing pool. Like, we want to sell the lifestyle as if you lived in that exact house. That's the goal.
This last listing has a pool. They wanted me to jump. I've done it before in the summer, and
It'd be a little cold plunge.
no, I'm like, not gonna happen. If we were doing it in like May, filming in 80-degree weather, I would definitely. But I'm 32 degrees. There's no way I'm going to go in the water.
So that's a good point. Wintertime right now, the leaves are off the trees. Do you guys have to care about that at all when you're shooting the videos?
Claudia's the smart person here. She booked us. What we did is we did all the outside. What was it? Last month?
I think October.
2 months ago.
Yeah, it was
2
like
months
October,
ago.
early October, because she knew. She's like, the grass is going to look bad. It's Bermuda. It's going to be all dead. So me and Chase were like, this is a really good idea. So we went out there. We shot, 3 or 4 properties.
Mhm.
It's like 3 or 4, and they came out great. Because literally we're like, we knew if we threw the drone up at her latest listings, I was like, it's going to look horrible. The grass is all dead. But since we had it beforehand and Claudia made us come out beforehand, we're like, perfect. It worked out great.
Can I stop and say the right agent matters?
Okay, all right.
It's true. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
So I knew my clients weren't sure on when they would list the house because it was like a, things, job, relocation, but they knew it would likely come. And I said, come, let's shoot outside, drone, because, everything looks good right now. And then whenever my clients are ready, we're ready.
Yep.
So a few days ago, my clients called me and said, we're ready. And then they came back to film inside the house. So it looks perfect.
Yep.
Okay, and then again in the holiday times, people right now they got stuff they got. What do you got to be mindful? I mean, you can't be like messing with the cherry pie sitting down cooling on the windowsill. You can't mess it up.
I definitely would for sure. But honestly, like Christmas decor, Christmas decorations, we try to miss them, but like we can't miss a 20-foot Christmas tree. It's pretty hard. Pictures, we can do a lot of editing. So like post, we can remove the tree or remove decorations. But for video,
At this house right now, it's
but
all.
she's gonna sell it before Christmas.
I
so
know.
it's
Well,
That's
see, and
always what we
that's
tell
a-
the agents.
that-
We tell them they will sell it before the holidays.
Has anybody done like Christmas? Has anybody asked for like nighttime with Christmas lights in the video? That would
We
been something
had
to save that
one,
for.
not Christmas, but we had one. They were listing it on Elm Street, and we were wanting to do like a Halloween theme because they were listing it
It's on
right at
Elm Street.
Halloween.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
But no
that's nice.
Christmas ones yet.
Which I feel like since you brought that up, I feel like that would be good.
Good idea.
Next.
Could
Let
try
me
it out.
write
There
it
you go.
down. It
Well,
will be
see,
fun,
she was going to
yes.
jot down
I'm gonna
for,
do it.
for
I'm
next
gonna
year. She
try to
definitely.
get it, especially because it's one day before my birthday. So
Now you also are the open house queen, right? You're the new construction
am.
queen, also the open house queen. Is anybody doing night open houses with these Christmas lights out right now? Anything like that? Can you do an open house at night? Maybe I should ask that.
sure. I don't think it's because it's hard because people want to see. I think one of the most important things to sell a house is natural light. So now that's cold and it gets dark at 5, it would be kind of a waste of time because people would come because the whole idea for me of the open house is to try to bring as many buyers as possible at the same time so they don't interfere, they don't destroy my client's weekend with a showing at 9, one at 11, one at 3. So I try to bring everyone at the same time. And if I feel that in the winter when it's dark, if I have it, they will come back the next day to see it because people want natural light. So I do it in the summer. I don't know if it's going to change now because they're trying to destroy my favorite thing in life, daylight savings. But I do it in the summer when it gets dark at 8 because then it's awesome because you still see natural light. You see the golden hour, so the houses look amazing and people are happy.
I thought we
having a
were keeping
drink, my
daylight savings. Maybe
bartender-
not. I don't
No,
know
I
which
think
way
it-
it's
I
going.
think the
Why
whole
is
idea
daylight savings your favorite?
because I love longer days.
She's Claudia. Well, see, here's the thing, gentlemen. Claudia has said that when she gets to the point of retirement, she's going to move somewhere where
Yeah.
she never has to wear winter gear again. That's her goal
That's
in
my
life.
goal
Good
in
idea.
life. That's my goal in
Yep.
life. Flip flops, tank tops, and
There you go.
never a jacket again.
Yep.
And if it can get dark at 10:30 p.m., I'll be even happier.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're hanging out with the Four Horsemen Media. We're hanging out with Jackson and Chase, talking about media, photography, videography, which is needed in the process now when you buy and
Very
sell a
needed.
house. You need the right agent matters, as we said, so the relationship matters. We're also going to find out about more or less. Claudia's already locked it in. She says less. It's going to be less. 500,000 or less. Active and coming soon units on the market. Also, Maintenance Monday. Is it just one on the Maintenance Monday?
It's like 300.
Okay, well, we're going to have to keep up with all those too. More coming back.
Stay with us. Today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis will be back after these messages on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, our new work week starting off with nice weather and some gains in the temperature department. Temperatures will climb up to around 60 for the afternoon. With a partly cloudy sky, that's a nice day for a Monday. Temperatures fall off only into the mid and upper 40s overnight. Our Tuesday, we should be able to climb up into the mid 60s and mostly dry. As we get into the new work week, we'll bring back a better opportunity for some rain by Wednesday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
eyes Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad Pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville is known for the prices and selection, but I tell you what, you may not have known the distinction that this store received with Ford and Lincoln this year. We received the President's Award for 2023 for Ford for the 5th year in a row. We also received it for Lincoln for the first year, and I tell you, those awards don't come easily. It all boils down to taking care of the customers and having the vehicles you want in stock for you to buy.
Hey, it's Kevin Harrison with Harrison's. Now's the time to load up on layers. From lightweight long-sleeve t-shirts to heavy-duty Sherpa line coats and everything in between, Harrison's has what you need to work safe and work warm all winter long. Come see us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
Are you in constant pain, under constant stress? Just need a moment away? Repeat after me. Serenity Now Massage Therapy. SerenityNowMassageandWellness.com with locations in Mooresville and Cornelius.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
No radio? No worries.
Just ask Alexa to play WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. So far today, financial market records could include Bitcoin, the NASDAQ, and maybe the hardest to swallow, cocoa futures. Unfortunately, just in time for the holiday season, prices of cocoa have almost tripled in recent months. Candy makers have been forced to raise prices. It's largely due to the harsh weather conditions that have been affecting West African cocoa producers, and those conditions continue, reducing the chance that cocoa producers will be able to rebuild a now low global supply. Apple's trying hard to crack the crease. Mobile phone makers have been working on foldable phones, of course, for years, but the biggest problem plaguing them is the unavoidable crease right down the middle when unfolded. Apple's been trying to find a way to rectify that for the iPhone, and as Bloomberg reports, it has even bigger dreams, developing a foldable iPad with a screen that can fold out as big as 20 inches. Apple hopes to get that to market within 4 years. I'm Scott Carr, Bloomberg Radio.
It ain't easy being number one, but we make it look good.
WSIC.
We're back with more of today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Today's Real Talk, show focused on North Carolina real estate. Justin Ckezepis, Claudia Ogrizek of Compass Real Estate. Happy Monday to you if you're rolling around out there. And maybe you're looking at a house this weekend. Maybe you're stopping by an open house. You have any open houses coming up over the next couple of weeks?
Not this weekend because I'm taking a vacation.
Okay.
So wait and call me January 5th.
And that's part of it, that when you're the broker in the transaction, you've got to showcase these listings because the price points are going up and the type of buyer, where they're coming from, may not necessarily be from local, and that someone who knows the neighborhoods. They need to find the place online. So quality video, quality pictures, that plays into it whatsoever, or am I just making it up? What do you think?
I do believe everything is extremely important, but I'm not going to deny that some houses are super tiny. So there's not even, it's hard to film a super small house. So whenever you have a small house or something, a walkthrough kind of video works because you can't, if it's a starter home or something super simple, there's no kind of point of doing anything crazy. I still think that you need quality, you need a great video, you need great pictures. It doesn't matter. Also on my Instagram, I have the yes, it's on MLS. I hate when I see agents taking pictures of with their phones or showing up in the mirror or with a trash basket showing. It doesn't matter, I think. And again, I go back to the right agent matters. If you are doing this, nobody's making me be an agent. But if I choose to be an agent, I will do the best for my client. And if I take a listing that is a 1,200 square feet house that's 250,000, I'm not gonna not do a great job or the best that that house and those clients deserve. If I don't want to do it, I wouldn't take. I do take the but I wouldn't take the listing. I
And
hate people that take the listing, do a poor job, and don't serve their clients. And
sure,
I'm pretty, pretty adamant about it.
I was going to say, shocker. Claudia cares about what the quality is that her clients are getting. So what was your standard in looking for someone to do the photography, the
Again, it
videography? Because
depends on price point, the house. I'm not gonna lie that I'm gonna do a crazy thing for, but I always try to find, and every now and then I give people because they try to get my business. Same thing with loan officers, inspectors, they insurance brokers. They try to earn my business. Same thing with photographers. I get emails and DMs all the time. Um,
and this is the reality of how it works in the
Yes,
marketplace
and
of
I
what the
watch,
broker is
of
doing.
course,
Right,
and I
absolutely.
watch other agents, and when I love their videos, same thing. I think this is how I got to them. But one thing that, and I hope it's a long-lasting relationship. What I love about them specifically, not only they do the wow factor, but they're willing to try new things. So if I have a they have crazy sometimes ideas. We have fun shooting.
Like Claudia,
I
do a
don't know if
backflip
they
off the porch, and then we'll
kind of,
record it
yes,
like
kind
that.
of.
Like
Oh,
that's
they
yeah.
wanted me.
What
Yes.
was that one that walking down? So there's a big island. It's
Yes.
like this big island. She called it a continent, but she wanted to kind of like walk down the staircase like
Just
she's
to
going
disappear
underneath
because it's
it.
so big.
And I was like, but that's the ideas that like I want. Like we want to change real estate media. So I was like, we want to think of new stuff, always coming out with new things, and that's why we love working with Claudia.
Yes.
Because we're always
We
spitting
do
ideas.
have fun.
You know.
We do have fun. And this is one of the things I've been going back because, and sometimes it doesn't work. I'm not saying that everything I come up with, and even sometimes they do, and I'm like, no, like jumping in a pool when it's 32 outside. I'm like, no way. But they are willing to listen. They are willing to try it, and they work hard to do it. I've worked with other photographers that I would say are kind of getting cranky, and they want to do oh, check this out, it's over. Like they don't want to change anything. They don't listen to you. They're like, okay, you have 15 like do it. And I think because so many people are doing, you have to try to not only showcase the house, of course, showcase the agent. I'm not going to lie that, of course, I'm also advertising what I do for my clients when I'm doing this. And you have to try to change and keep people intrigued and interested and watching the whole thing and buying your house. And they are super open to do it.
Well, you have to have some level of infrastructure of that as a real estate broker. It feels like in this day and age, because even if you look at you going to Compass, right, and that concept of firm exclusivity, and so how can you best represent sellers in this marketplace? How can you best represent buyers? Is having this network of ability to people to go to and knowing that a quality product is required out there to shoot video. So what's it like? Is it fun still shoot video, or is it at this point that like, man, it's like a straight
Oh, it's
business
always
and it's
fun.
boring, or what?
Yeah,
What's
it's
it
always
like?
fun, especially working with people like Claudia. Like whenever someone has a great idea, we love to like super creative. We're open to anything. So that's what kind of keeps the fun in it.
Yeah, we hate making stuff transactional. That's the main thing is like we don't want it to be timed. We don't want it to be like, oh, you have to be here, you have to be here. We like to like I always tell clients in Chase, like we go for quantity or quality over quantity. Like I would rather be a shoot for 3 hours than be like, okay, you have 1 hour, we need to get this shoot done here. So I always tell people like we just try to do the best as we can. I don't care how long it takes, you know.
And does it seem like this market is matching that because of the price point? Because like, when you get these $1 million plus ones, let's say, right? Is there a little extra pizzazz you have to put on the video as compared to other videos? You feel like?
Of course. Of course. There's no deny show stopping.
Yeah.
And they do it. And we do it as we're having fun. And also come ideas for intros and outros and hooks.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot. Drone, though, you got to have a license for a drone. This is just because what's going on in New Jersey either right now, but you have to have the license and all that kind of stuff, too.
Yeah,
right?
they're super stingy. He's got his license. I'm still learning, so
At least one of you does it.
Yeah.
So what is going on in New Jersey? There's like crazy big drones. I've been reading up on it. I'm like, holy cow! But they mostly care about like if you're streaming, like say you went to a Panthers game, threw up the drone and started streaming it there, then that's a
Big no-no.
That's a big no.
Or like if, like whenever they're having the presidential rallies, drones around that area, no airports, nowhere close to those.
So when we're shooting real estate video, we're in a good space most of the time, obviously.
We hate going, like I think our drone max is out at what
1,200
feet.
Can't go above 1,200 because technically, like if someone's flying a plane around this area, you're supposed to be below that.
It's pretty hard going to like Lake Norman Airport and trying to fly out those areas because we have to be super cautious, because they still get like the readings that are in the air. So,
and one super cool thing that they do, other than, of course, the marketing for the houses, they came this weekend and we're filming my open house. That's going to be, because it's also important to advertise that. But the other day with another listing, what they did was come to a broker event that I had. So I invited brokers, and then they filmed the house before the brokers arrived, and then brokers arrived, and they filmed short intros with the brokers. So they edit and they send it to them, and they post on their social media. They tag me. So brokers get to advertise their work. They advertise my
Claudia,
listing.
now you're saying that me as a seller and you as my agent, you've got to put my house on social media these days to do anything for it, to get it sold, to help it. You have to do that?
You don't have to. It's better for you. You're likely going to attract more buyers faster and make more money. You don't have to do it, but it would be a mistake.
All right. How are sellers doing this week overall, would you say, in the marketplace? Or are they moving forward with deals easily, or is it more trouble because of buyers they're dealing with in the marketplace?
I think, oh my gosh, a little harder, I think, because it's been a tough transition for, I guess, everyone to understand. Most houses, not all, but most houses are taking a little longer. Now, instead of buyers saying, I don't need an inspection, I don't need an appraisal, I don't need anything, and I'll give you $20,000 in due diligence fee, buyers are demanding repairs. Not demanding because sellers don't have to do it, but you know what I mean. They are tougher right now. So it's been a transition for people that because it's easy to get used to easy and fun things. So sellers were used to the easy thing of like people would pay whatever and they would do whatever you wanted, and it's not there anymore.
We have to transition to more or less. We have to find out. Is Claudia right?
Even they think it's less, right?
Less on the market.
Less houses on the market.
Okay.
See, it's 3
leaning
against
into
1.
Christmas. I don't know.
Actually, if everyone's going less, I might go more.
Okay, buddy.
You're gonna lose.
More or less. Also, Maintenance Monday. We've got to make sure we take care of the house. I think we've got a few things to go through there. Coming back.
We'll be back with more of today's Real Talk, hosted by Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis, in just a moment on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, our new work week starting off with nice weather and some gains in the temperature department. Temperatures will climb up to around 60 for the afternoon with a partly cloudy sky. That's a nice day for a Monday. Temperatures fall off only into the mid and upper 40s overnight. Our Tuesday, we should be able to climb up into the mid 60s and mostly dry. As we get into the new work week, we'll bring back a better opportunity for some rain by Wednesday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Friday night, downtown Mooresville welcomes everyone to their Mistletoe Sip and Shop. The unique businesses will be offering open houses, store specials, deals, gifts, treats, and the Harmony Grits Quartet. Bring your favorite people and enjoy shopping small this holiday season in the heart of Mooresville. The Mistletoe Sip and Shop is Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. along Main and Broad Streets in downtown Mooresville. Saturday is the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade. The parade will start at Blythe Landing, continue past Ramsey Creek Park and the Peninsula Yacht Club, with the Duke Energy Explorium being the grand finale. The event will be collecting toys for Little Smiles, who work with area children's hospitals to make sure children in their care have toys all year long. Please bring an unwrapped toy if you are attending. Santa and food trucks will be at the Explorium. For details, please email cbaycharlotte@gmail.com or search for the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade on Facebook. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway is happening now through Sunday, January 5th. The light show features more than 5 million lights synchronized to music on a 4-mile course through the oval, pit road, and infield, plus a festive Christmas village. The show runs nightly from 6 to 10 p.m., rain or shine. Drive-in movies are shown on the gigantic Speedway TV Thursdays through Sundays. Speedway Christmas tickets and information are available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. From our WSIC family to yours, we wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy holiday season. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Call now to speak with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis at 844-STUDIO-4. It's today's Real Talk on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. Justin Ckezepis, Claudia Ogrizek of Ckezepis Real Estate. Been hanging out with Four Horsemen Media. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Chase, for hanging out with us. It's time, though, because Claudia's been trying to dodge it, but she can't. More or less, are there more or less active and coming soon units on market via Canopy MLS? We've got to put some criteria on this because it's kind of, it's a pretty decent size MLS. 500,000 or less by county. Because there's wages and things like that in a marketplace, and you got to think, okay, let's look at some data. So 500,000, a great base price point, depending on your qualification in a transaction. And then by county. So Mecklenburg County, obviously a growing hub, growing. But are there more or less active and coming soon units on the market, Claudia?
Because I'm rarely wrong, I will say less. Because again, holidays are coming. There was one amazing new listing this weekend, by the way, and it's mine. 19108 Beechers Common Drive in Huntersville, North Carolina.
Okay, Claudia says less. So last week we had 1,592. This week,
Less.
Claudia, 1,526. Yeah, so less. It is less.
I'm
So
always right.
remember, Mecklenburg County is a county with a population of 1.2 million, and we've got 1,526 active and coming
And
units.
Chase owes $100. Give it to me. 'Cause he said he was going to say more, so he owes me some money.
All right, that's more or less something else we do every single week. Maintenance Monday. So you buy the house, you got to take care of it. It's not magic to take care of it, and you want to make sure that value keeps going up. And by doing it, you got to maintain it. What are some things on your mind this week?
Everything, like everything. Please, we are getting to the end of the year, and every single Monday I talk about one thing. And apparently, it's not really getting to everyone how important it is. You have to maintain your house. Think about it as a car. You have to, I think you should, right? Replace oil, filter, brakes. Your house is the same thing. It's like a live thing that needs maintenance. So people have to stop taking it for granted and simply thinking that if there's no water running from the ceiling, nothing is happening. So I beg you, at the end of the year now, go inside and out your house, look for things, like observe it as you were buying a house and spending a lot of money on it. Because this is what I think people forget. One day you will sell the house. And if you don't ever pay attention to what's going on, you never know, because I get it. Most people will not walk around looking at the house and staring at the house, but it is important once or twice a year. Take 1 hour and judge your house. And when you see something, do something about it. That's it. So today, my maintenance Monday is do it all.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a long list. I thought
It
you
is a
you
list. It's
said
like the whole house. Take a look at the whole
Wow.
house. Go in
Oh,
the
that's it.
attic to look for leaks. Go if you have a crawl space. Go underneath to see if there's water. If there's a creep like snakes and raccoons and whatever, termite. Yeah, wood rot. I mean, there's so many things happening to houses, and people don't pay attention. And a thing that could cost $200 today will cost 10,000 in the future.
Now hold up. I thought that was what AI in photography was for, so you could hide all those things and not have to
cannot hide
share
anything.
all of that.
No,
So
don't hide. No.
have you come across any of that kind of stuff as far
Of
as
course,
pictures
all the
and things CGI'd in couches and
course.
living rooms? And
Every
how do you feel about that? What's your thoughts on that?
oh, come on. You know me, right? I get super upset. I get super upset when I see. I understand. Let's say I have a client, and then she says, "Oh, Claudia, you always get the pretty listings, the pretty houses." I'm like, "No, I don't. I just make sure I have a conversation with my clients to make to prepare the house." So again, I do light staging. I send my cleaning crew before photographers come. So there's a cleaning crew that comes. I do light staging, and if it's a vacant home, very likely I'll stage the house, and I ask my clients to take care of maintenance and do things from like cleaning vents to caulking the bathroom, the showers. So I said I don't get pretty listings at all the time. I just do my job and I get the house as pretty and as nice as possible. But the maintenance thing, I wish I was a GC because one day I will be. And
It's on the list.
it's on the list. But I mean, take care of your house. I know I'm repetitive, but I think it's such an amazing accomplishment to own a house. It's a it's the American dream on steroids. So appreciate that you had you were successful enough or lucky enough or smart enough to buy a house. Don't take it for granted. Every now and then take a look, see if everything is working. Check the attic, check the crawl space, check your windows, check your doors, and take care of it.
Okay. Can't you guys just hide all that though in the video so that way nobody has to
I
worry
wouldn't
about
allow
it? Isn't
them.
that what it's supposed to be about?
Luckily, with photos, we can do a lot of editing, but videos, you can't hide anything.
It's
in
not a lot.
videos.
I was going to ask you, what are your thoughts on virtual staging?
I am not a fan
Yeah.
because most of the times it's super fake.
Yeah.
But if it's done, and we are supposed to disclose, and many times I see that it's poorly virtually staged and it's not disclosed. So I'm a rule follower. I don't like it.
I guess in the flow of the transaction, though, if you see an AI one and your buyer goes and sees it, oh, it doesn't. This isn't what it looked like online. Is it just the fact that it's a waste of time, or because you could still then adjust? If it's conditioned, you could, if the buyer's right and they're okay with the property's right, and adjust the offer, what you had in mindset of offering from a sales price, right? Is that?
I'm okay with some enhancing. I don't blame people that make the house look a little brighter, a little nicer, but I do not like, and I think it should be something the commission should go after, like when it's completely altered and
Like a bowling alley,
like
right?
a
in the
dark
living room.
house and pictures are amazing, like the sun is shining. And no, this is a waste of time. And that's why also, besides pictures, and no, I don't ask them to fake anything, but I also add, and this is something else that kills me, it's the detailed floor plan with the pictures. So I put at the end of all the pictures, you will always, it doesn't matter the size of the house, it doesn't matter, you will have the detailed floor plan with the measurements for each room, closet, everything, because I don't want to waste my client's time leaving the house so a buyer can come, and I don't want to waste buyers and buyer agents' time to find out they don't like the flow of the house or they needed a certain size office. So I add a floor plan so we avoid wasting everyone's time. I think it's extremely important.
So Jackson and Chase, whenever a broker reaches out to you guys, right, and you want to provide a quality service, but you know that there's likely a package looking for. Not everyone's doing the super creative, right, custom video stuff out there. What's that like for you guys working between a broker and a seller? You go into their house. How are you guys separating yourself, making sure that everyone feels comfortable with you?
Really, like I said, we hate to make stuff transactional. So like if someone wants a custom package, we're really open to ideas like Claudia said. We don't charge extra for, agent on camera. I feel like all agents need to be on camera. I have my own opinion about that. Some agents hate being on camera, but if you're going to sell a house, people want to know who you are. So we just try to really make everything, if you have a tailored service or something that you really want to have in that specific video, we always try to do it. We can customize it to your liking. If you wanted multiple reels a month, we can figure out like a monthly plan for you. We're soon to roll out a monthly retainer, seeing what we can do for people in the area. We also do something called local highlights. So that's just highlighting amenities and videos like reels. So if someone wanted to highlight the town of Davidson, we would highlight 3 spots in Davidson, like Davidson College, Milk Bread, and a restaurant. Like what was the one we highlighted for Kayla? Kendrick.
Cool.
Yeah. So I mean, that videos pop off. They do super, super well on socials. Not only that, but we actually did. Kayla was like, dude, it's got 200 likes, people were interested at the Cove. That's the neighborhood right outside the Davidson. And they can even sponsor it on Instagram. So like put a little money to it and search or like send it out to the specific areas in North Carolina. So it's pretty sweet, man.
Absolutely. And so for brokers to be able to utilize it as well, Claudia, and so talking about photos
It's
and
in
videos.
the 2025
Yeah.
plan. I'm beginning my 2025 list of things I want to do.
Okay, so you're talking about 2025. What's the market look like in 2025? This is one of our last shows of 2024. So what do you think 2025 looks like?
It's going to be crazy hot, and it's going to pick up, and it's going to be insane.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win, yes. I'm serious. I think it's going to be insane.
So does that mean more or less you're finally going to get back to
I'm
saying
going to say
more
yes. After my vacation, things will pick up. Everything, the market will wait for Claudia.
4 Horsemen Media, 4-horseman-media.com. What's the handle on Instagram if somebody wanted to check you guys out too?
4.horseman.media.
Okay.
That's where you can find us on Instagram. It's
Okay.
also on our website as well.
4 FOUR, like spelled out.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So Jackson and Chase been hanging out with us. Claudia Ogrizek of Compass Real Estate, Justin Ckezepis. Next week, you're going to hear, Christmas week for where we're closing. We'll be pre-recorded, but we will make sure to have a new show for that week in particular.
Yes, we're going to have Mandy Moore from David Weekly Homes.
Okay.
Yes, great builder, amazing. I have some stories about them, so it's going to be nice.
Always so with the stories.
Yes.
Okay. And stories for you and when you're traveling, be safe. Enjoy the time frame out and about. If you have a client with a listing and they leave on vacation, Claudia, during Christmas, are showings still happening while they're gone?
Yes. And I have not only, I'm the listing agent, but my buyers, I have a bunch of my fellow Compass agents on call, ready to help. So I'm trying to do everything as much as I can, but I have a team of amazing agents on call to help me. And the same way I do for them when they go on vacation. So it's all, everybody will be taken care of. And yes, I'm bringing my computer. And yes, I'm going to check my computer like twice a day. It's the agreement we have in the family.
Okay, as long as there's an agreement.
Yes.
Enjoy the time with the family. Today's
you.
Real Talk. Happy New Year coming up
Happy New
soon
Year.
after
Yes, sure.
Merry Christmas and all the other wonderful holidays taking place.
Yes.
Be safe. Enjoy the time with your family.
Thank you. And
Serving you better than ever before.